want to talk about loot boxes?
Again, what we've been doing every week is a battle royale. So we'll pit two fighters together, two characters from different franchises, and we'll discuss about who would win and who wouldn't. So we're gonna go through a bunch of brackets and try to find out who overall, out of everybody, who would ever win in this fight. So first discussion: Kain from Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen,
Okay,
or Soul
let's
Reaver,
say
however you want to look at it, versus Dracula. What do you guys think?
Kain.
Why?
He is a Soul Reaver.
Are you assuming this?
Just cause.
No, fucking, that's it. The Soul Reaver is fucking.
Wait, hold on. Let me elaborate on this question. Actually,
Yeah.
you mean Dracula, or like
Dracula
Castlevania
from
Dracula?
Castlevania.
Okay,
We're
there we
talking
go.
about video
Dracula
game.
from
We're talking about
Yeah,
video
okay.
game characters.
I was like Bram Stoker's Dracula, like
Me too. I was
fucking
thinking the same shit. I swear to God. I
too
pictured
too
that.
cool for school, Dragul.
No.
Like, is that what we're going with?
No, yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Castlevania.
I still think King still trapped him in that sword versus.
I mean, just keep in mind, Dracula has come in many, many forms, many, many different powers and different
He's
strategies.
come many, many times.
Yes,
his wife died once. That's all he needed.
that's all he needed. Motivation.
Jesus
That's all
Christ.
he-
All right, so are we talking about any specific Castlevania Dracula, or like even?
Nope.
Oh, huh. Which is his standalone, not Symphony.
What do you mean? Like his origins?
No. He has like a God of War like spin-off kind of game.
Yeah,
with
that was
himself.
the ones that Hideo Kojima did. Shadow. Oh goddamn.
No, not Shadows of Ecclesia.
No. Oh wow, I can't remember these now.
I got you right now.
Jesus Christ,
Boom.
I gotta look these up. I can't remember. And I've also been drinking. a
Oh,
lot
Lord
more
of
now.
Shadows.
Lord of Shadows. Yes.
The Lord of Shadows.
Because I was gonna say, like, if
So-
you're talking about Castlevania 1 Dracula, like Kain has 3 dimensions on him as opposed to 2.
Seriously.
Bro, give him that Z-axis. Let's see what happens.
We could even match up, bro. He's another matchup.
Shit, that one's tough.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Overall,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the
Dracula,
thing was to say.
Dracula Castlevania was beaten by a human. Plain and simple, right? Kain was never beaten by anybody until like Kain at his prime wasn't. It was until he got older and whatever, and he lost his all his bullshit that Raziel beat him. So if
Okay.
you're looking at Kain in his prime, he was never beaten by anybody. He ruled versus Dracula, who was able to beat him by a fucking mortal.
Okay.
So-
but
so
devil's
basically,
advocate
his
though.
verdict-
But devil's
but his
advocate.
verdict
Hold
was,
on. No.
Kain
Devil's
ruled,
advocate.
Dracula ruled. That's it.
Devil's advocate though. The thing is that they had a specific group, a family bloodline, bred
The
and
Belmonts.
trained, the Belmonts, bred and trained specifically to fight Dracula and his minions. Like they were specifically trained for this stuff. Whereas Kain, he had nothing. He had nothing like that. So I mean, what do you say about that?
Well, who knows what they had? They had an entire world that did nothing, couldn't do anything, and it fucking got demolished after he ruled. So, who knows if they would have all that shit in that world? Because nobody was able to even come close to touching him, and his power to fucking was able to deteriorate the whole entire world.
Kevin, you got this smirk. I really want to see. Like, I really want to hear what you have to say.
All right. So what I gotta say is,
Fucking boo, really?
I don't know what that means.
I'm out of here. That's what it means, guys. It was a pleasure working.
You
with
can't.
guys.
You can't decide.
Yeah, I can't decide. I'll just be biased. I'll say Kain. I'll say Kain. I caved.
He's like
no
what?
reason.
He's just cooler.
No reason. Just, yeah.
It's just cooler.
I know him more than I know Dracula from Castlevania.
So,
It
okay,
is biased.
all right. So we got a Kain. Danny has a Kain. Randy, what was yours?
It's honestly a really tough decision because again, with like every iteration of Dracula, there's like constant changes in what his power
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would really have to boil down to which one specifically you're talking about. Yes, there is a Belmont family that is like, Dracula's fucking arch nemesis, I guess. But
Okay, so you're gonna have to be the tiebreaker because I'm gonna say Dracula, and that's because of that, not specifically because of the fact that it's a different iteration or different powers every single game. The
what
way that
constant is that
I'm
there's just
viewing
one
it,
family.
the way that no, the way that I'm viewing it is that Dracula is capable of evolving and changing his powers and needs based off the situation. That's the way that I'm seeing it. So if he has a Belmont that's in front of him and he needs to adjust to a certain powers or certain form for that matter, because he's come in many forms as well, then he can adjust to it and turn into it and fight this guy. Granted, he lost because obviously we're always going to win as the player, but it's just I think it's much more cooler and much more beneficial that he can evolve and change his powers and his form and all this stuff based off his battle. So I mean, you're the tiebreaker.
At
Damn,
the
I
end of
feel
the day, Raziel has that fucking sword that can just suck your soul. That's it.
Yeah, no, and also the very big
So
difference is
whatever
that
his power, and
But we're
fucking
not
Dracula's
talking about
fucking hubris.
Raziel. We're talking about Kain, and Kain doesn't have the Soul
No,
Reaver yet.
Yeah, Kain does. Kain has a soul.
He
Reaver.
has
That's how he rules.
he has the
At his
physical
prime, he has-
sword.
Exactly. That's
He
what
doesn't
I
have the
mean.
Soul Reaver?
Sorry, the Soul Reaver is the sword. I mean,
No. He
Kain-
had meaning he has the
oh,
physical sword. He doesn't have the powers of the Soul Reaver anymore. Like Kain, I mean,
he-
sorry,
but he has-
Raziel
but
has
I'm
the
saying-
actual what was a Reaver sword?
he has the Reaver sword that is just
Manifestation of it.
manifestation of the sword. That's
Yes.
all it was, but the sword is still what is the power.
Mhm.
So being able to control that sword, being able to have to put the blood into it, he's gonna come up all hubris like, who the fuck are you? You can't do anything to me. And the second he fucking slashes him, that's it. He took his entire sword. Because he's Dracula. At the end of the day, he thinks he's better than everybody else, right or wrong. He thinks he's stronger than everybody else. So the second he goes and takes that slash, he's done. He's not going to be up because of his hubris. So I think that's where it's end up going to be. That's where the game's over right there. I
Randy,
think anybody.
what do you-
here's the
who-
thing.
who-
what are you
who-
convinced
who-
with?
Here's this is my verdict on it, right? Okay, so Dracula has a lot of adaptability, meaning he's more tactical, if anything.
Uh-huh.
Kain, he's very brute force. So
shit,
with that, it's kind of just like he sees red mainly. So if anything, it's like he's blinded by fucking rage, right?
Especially because of the way he reacted to Raziel's wings.
Yeah. He wrote them off.
Yeah.
Really insane, really awesome, but also not the best one to have like good judgment in a fight. Dracula knows the dimensions of his fucking like arena, whatever the fuck it is. So with every power that he has, he will figure out a way to eventually best him. He could fuck with him if anything. So I think it's gonna have to be a tie.
Damn.
But you also got to think of that. He killed Raziel because he saw the potential in which he had. So he wasn't thinking right then and then. He wasn't thinking. He was thinking way future. Like, okay, this guy can.
No,
do this,
yes,
this
but
guy can
that's
do
in
that.
a controlled
can
environment.
overthrow
That's
me,
in a
yeah.
battle.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not an actual battle. That's the thing. If we're putting fucking Dracula and Kain in an arena and having them fight each other, it's not like, oh, yeah, I know that he could overpower me at some point. He's just meeting him. He's like, yo, I'm gonna try to fuck you up.
All right. So
Dracula's gonna try to figure that shit out.
damn, man. So I wish we had somebody in discussion in the chat room at some point. So hopefully, if somebody's in the chat actually watching and they can do a tiebreaker for it, then go ahead and enter that in. But I guess for right now, Kain and Dracula is gonna be a tie for now. We'll leave it at that for now.
If anybody listening to the podcast on Twitch want to, email or
Nice
tweet
try,
or
Kev.
whatever.
Yeah. If anybody
comment on
even
Instagram.
so even if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, either message me on Instagram or on email thedrunkenguardian at gmail.com. You can send me your discussion, your rebuttal on the discussion, whatever it is you think of for Kain versus Dracula. So we'll go on a second one. Oh, we already did this one actually. So the next one is gonna be Snake Plissken, Snake from Metal Gear, or Sam Fisher.
Snake.
Snake.
Easy clap.
Oh,
Easy
you gotta
clap.
tell me. You gotta tell me
Snake
why.
just fucking win. All that CQ. Well, okay. Be more specific. Which Snake are we talking about? Are we talking about Solid? Fucking. Obviously
Okay.
not Venom. Or are
Fair,
we talking
fair
about,
point.
like,
Fair point. Because we could be talking about Big Boss Snake.
yeah, Solid or
Yes,
Naked?
we're talking about
'cause Solid is
solid
Naked.
Snake.
Okay,
Solid and Naked,
Solid
yeah.
Snake. Gotcha. Because Naked Snake would fucking wash Sam Fisher in a heartbeat. Big Boss would just like clean house with him.
The Solid Snake has a virus in him, don't
mean,
Solid Snake got AIDS, right? Like,
He
Anybody
ages
gets
he ages faster, but he still has the agility and the power and the experience.
Yeah, no,
but
he's
he's a
like-
virus that kills everybody around him because in contact with him.
Oh, you're
the
talking about
Fox Die.
Foxhound. Fox Die.
no,
Yeah.
Fox Die.
Yes.
Fox Die, bro.
You
Whoa,
are talking about Fox Die.
whoa.
Yeah. That's a good point.
He just died. Anybody he fights just dies. So yeah, this fucking
No,
guy
they Fox
he doesn't
Die.
ready, he fucking catches a heart attack.
No, but
So,
honestly
Snake.
though, yeah, no, it's still Solid Snake.
Yeah.
But
But
Sam
I
Fisher
think
also Sam Fisher from where? Like from the beginning of the Splinter Cell saga, or later on when he's a bit
I mean,
more like?
but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it matters because the
even if-
beginning of the Splinter Cell series, he's still a very seasoned veteran.
No, he is a very seasoned veteran, but the thing is that later on he's more brutal when it comes to like the whole thing. There's stealth to an extent, but there's also less kind of like necessity to hide himself. You know what I
I
mean?
think I think it comes down to this, that they're both gonna be evil when it comes to this stuff. They're both gonna know how to hide, where to hide, or where the other person's hiding. So they're done.
Oh no, I got it. I got it.
Snake has more of the technology in him that he uses, the autocom, things like that, whatever, behind him, that he'd be more versatile in situations to combat him. Then overall, I honestly think that Snake has way more combat ability than fucking this Splinter Cell has.
But also
Snake has ketchup.
Snake has ketchup.
What?
That's it. Remember Metal Gear 1?
Ketchup, yeah.
Yeah, Snake has ketchup.
He's like Batman. He's
That's
always
it.
comes prepared.
Oh my god, Snake in the box. You guys are too much. Oh, that had me dying
to be
because I
fair,
just
though,
pictured a
Snake with
snake with the
ketchup?
ketchup on the floor and everything.
I love that.
That's
Actually,
a
I love
tiebreaker.
that scene.
Yeah,
He could
Wait, but what
literally
about
have
the
like,
magazine? The magazine.
the porn
I don't think
magazines.
Sam Fisher's like
Yeah,
that
just
one.
puts it on the ground. He looks at it and he just like, oh, what
Huh?
are you doing?
Oh shit.
That fish trying to analyze it and shit for fingerprints, all the crazy thing, then he gets shot.
Shot in the back of the head. Easy clap. And he was in the box the whole time. That's
No,
it.
Snake. has this
But
one,
again,
honestly.
but Snake has the hand in hand. When you go hand in hand right there, like once they actually find each other, you know, after fucking one hiding in a box, one hiding in a vent, and when they can't find each other, they start fighting hand to hand. He's gonna Snake at him all day because
Okay.
He's gonna spam
Sam Fisher's never showed that great of hand to hand, which Snake has. So.
Well, I mean, so this is going to be unanimous because I agree with everybody about Snake because Snake he has dealt with a lot of supernatural ish characters. So he can
Psychomantis.
yeah.
Yeah.
He has fought these like crazy ass powered supervillains or whatever. Sam Fisher,
He's had to outthink.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Sam Fisher, I will disagree. Sam Fisher, I believe, does have some very good CQC tactics and stuff like that, or experience for that matter. But the thing is
He has
that
some,
if
but
you
it's gonna
had
be nowhere near on the level of
you
her.
got Leticia. She's saying also Solid Snake all day, so like it's pretty much unanimous. But I'm just all I'm simply saying is I'm still going to defend Sam Fisher about the fact that like when it comes to close quarters, like I think he can still handle himself. It's just like when it comes to like powers and shit like that, like mental powers, or like a guy in a fucking tank, like Vulcan
Oh,
Raven, for
Vulcan Raven,
example.
yes.
Yeah, like he's not going to be able to handle shit like that.
Mm.
So yeah, Snake wins
I,
with that one. So I'm writing that
I,
one down.
wait, I have one.
Uh-huh.
Probably gonna piss you. It's probably gonna piss Randy off.
Okay.
Joe
Sora and
from
who?
shut the fuck up. Joe from Joe from The Last of Us versus Nathan Drake.
Joe v.
Joel, hands fucking
Joe.
down. Nathan Drake just has a fucking smart mouth on him. He doesn't have shit.
You can pick anybody
Is this-
against Nathan.
What do
Nathan
you
is gonna go
mean
down
though?
first.
Have you seen the shit that Nathan has gone through?
Have you
You can
seen?
pick Donald
What?
from.
Hold on.
And with that, I'm going to call out.
Hold
I'll
on.
see you guys later.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Are you comparing this treasure hunting fucking smart ass cunt to Joel,
Okay,
who literally has to
number one,
deal with
number
the
one,
clickers?
number one. How like I can guarantee you Nathan has killed more people than Joel has. Number two,
Oh,
there
'cause
is
that's
a
what we
hell of a
played.
lot. There's a hell of a lot more stuff going on in Nathan's world, like explosions and jumping around, and just a lot of stuff that you have to dodge, and supernatural creatures for that matter. Like towards the end of the games, both games, not the third game, but two of the games, like he's dealt with a lot of shit.
Okay, but again, as I said, that's what we played in Last of Us with Joel. What about the years, literally from his daughter's death to where you start off playing? You know for a fact he has done some shit. Because that's a world where it's you shoot first, ask questions
But
later.
we don't
You
know those
you
things
put
we've done
blades in
though.
a
You're
tin
just
can and you throw
assuming.
them at somebody.
But you're
I,
just assuming of the things he did in between from when his daughter died and the point where we
okay.
actually play him.
All right. So two things. One, I have a very big bias against Drake, as we
Yeah,
all noticed
Yes, I
because I
know.
started
Which
fucking
is why
sucking
it's
dick.
funny he brought that up.
And this really got under my skin, I'll admit. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh,
I think
but
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick Nathan Drake.
oh, you devil's advocate playing motherfucker.
Oh, Randy, I'm sorry, but I gotta pick
Alright,
Nathan Drake.
All right, you know what? I'll catch y'all later. It's okay. Have a good night,
Okay.
everyone. Thank you for
I,
joining the podcast.
I could
It was a pleasure.
I could understand that Joel has been through some shit aside from like personal stuff like with his daughter and everything, but like the monsters that he's fought, I get that, but because like Nathan Drake's reality is rooted into like this crazy action adventure genre, like he's like the craziness of the things that he's done is nothing compared to Joel,
He built them.
or vice versa, or you
This
know
is
what I mean.
this is my take on it. Joel, I don't know. I don't know too much about either one of them, to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
So I never played either one. So Joel, for what I understand, is basically the survivor of this fucked up world, right? Fighting monsters and other fucked up crackheads who fucking want to kill him. But nothing that even the monsters aren't really that big of a tactical threat, all right? So when you're coming up against somebody who's exactly like you might, or better than you, I should say, and where they can outmaneuver, out combat you, outshoot you, fucking throw a car at you, all that crazy shit. You know, that's where Nathan Drake has takes it, because Nathan Drake has been going through that. He's been having tons of actual assassins, actual fucking mercenaries, things like that, shooting at him. Him being able to fucking go unscathed, kill tons and tons of people throughout these series, get his gold and come back.
Mm-hmm.
So his presence with the weapons is going to be way more, because that's all they have. They can just pretty much shoot at each other, right? You know, like
Mhm.
Joel's not gonna fucking cry you to death, or my daughter died, and you get really sad and give up. So,
But here's the thing:
so
you
at the
don't
end of the
fight
day,
someone
they're
that has
fighting
nothing
each
to
other.
live for anymore. Like, come
Yes,
on,
you're
man.
right. But at the same time, because he has nothing to live for, he's not thinking straight. He's not thinking straight anymore because he doesn't really care, because he has nothing to really live for. So
Okay.
Nathan is so concerned about, winning whatever it is he's getting to get his goal that he'll win. That's one
Now,
reason I
But
picked Nathan.
he's just
now,
greedy.
now here's
He's
the
like a
thing.
perpetual sin.
I'm gonna put him down. Wow, this is actually kind of funny. Actually, I just realized that maybe I shouldn't have accepted this question, but the Joel versus Nathan thing, mostly because I didn't want to root it so much towards characters that were grounded like in realism,
Oh,
Joel and Nathan, and that like it's fine, because a lot of the other people that I have are not. They're more sci-fi-ish or more outrageous or more action and stuff like that. But the funny thing is that
Whoever gets Nathan next round is automatic win.
they automatically
It's
win.
gonna be like it's gonna
Exactly,
be like Dante
exactly,
versus Nathan. Yeah, that's
exactly.
what happened.
That's what I mean by
We
that.
win,
So
but
so here's
that's how
so
tournaments go.
So here's the thing, though. Like, I'm still a hypocrite about it because I do have another entry in here that it's worth discussing because we already went through the Joel versus Nathan thing. So now here's another one, and I'll leave this for the last one. This is going to be the last discussion before we end this. It is Laura Croft versus Nathan Drake.
I was gonna say that.
So what do you guys think of that? Because Nathan Drake is very much compared to a male version of Laura Croft, the series.
Laura Croft got that shit.
he's flat.
I-
Now,
What
to
I'm
be
gonna say,
honest,
so I was
I am gonna side with Laura Croft as well
Yeah.
because
She fights dinosaurs.
Isn't she well
dinosaurs.
experienced?
She's fought demons. She's fought a lot
She's
of
fought
supernatural
gods.
things. Yes, so like she's fought a.
Isn't she?
Go ahead.
Isn't she has more experience on the stuff that Nathan Drake is doing prior to even knowing about it?
She is more well trained. On top of that, she's rich. She's like fucking Batman. Like she could pretty much
Mm-hmm.
buy and do whatever she needs to do in order to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
what I have to say sounds so sexist, and I don't know if I was to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Worse
say it.
than
All right.
Womb
Don't say
Raider?
it.
Please go ahead, say it.
they're on a very similar level, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always see them
Mhm.
as similar, but because she's a woman,
Mm-hmm.
drops her down a few pegs because she doesn't have the strength. She might have the strength. The
Oh, you're
agility
gonna hear some
that the
shit from
man-
people.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, I'm a head out, guys. I'll see y'all.
No,
Have a good night, guys.
Hold on. Well, finish your thought. You already dug yourself in there. What was it?
well, and this is why she has to train herself more than what Nathan would, because
Uh-huh.
Nathan already has the natural. So I think if you were to, yes, Nathan hasn't fought demons yet, but if you did put him in that role, if you did
Well,
put him in
he's
that same
retired now.
places,
We're talking about what he's been through now.
well, even if you still put him before he retired or whatever, if you still took him and you still put him in the same situations that Laura Croft went through, he
Mhm.
still would have pulled off exactly the same stuff that she did. You know,
Just
there's
with like
nothing
a
saying that
fucking
she
annoying quip here and there.
exactly. You know, and he would have done it a little more spectacular, throwing a card, all the crazy shit. You know, because that's what he does. Now, Laura Croft
But does he backflip?
doesn't need to. He
Or
fucking-
explode when he tried to put a nude code in?
Can Nathan Drake get his titties out for us? No, right? So
Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't think it works out.
I think Nathan Drake did fight demons, if I'm not mistaken.
See, look at
He
that.
no
That's
no
what it
no
was.
no 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 no. He is not. He has fought ancient what do you call them? Like ancient civilizations. He has fought people like protectors of whatever it is that he like the MacGuffin of what he's trying to get to. He's never fought anything supernatural-ish. It's always been explained scientifically. For
Oh,
example, like the tree of life,
like
the,
the mo-
like the fountain of life that he was after. I'm pretty sure that was a PSP game. I'm not 100% sure, but he has definitely chased the fountain of life. And those are like that was a scientific explanation of why he fought like super powered like ancient civilizations and shit like that. But it was never anything demonic or angelic or supernatural-ish. It is always like some village people, pretty much.
But then, if you say it in that aspect, then you have to also put it in the same aspect as the new Laura Croft. Even though she's rich and everything, has she fought?
Oh, fuck that Laura Croft.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
If you want to only compare it to the new Laura Croft, she has not fought any of that stuff yet. But we're talking Laura Croft as a whole, so we're talking about the entire series, including the PS1 stuff. So like she has fought demons, she has fought dinosaurs, she has fought a lot of different creatures. Fucking shark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You gotta add that other one in, man. It's only right. It's only right. We gotta fight the one that, what is it? The torture word that I don't want to add after that Randy says a lot. Yeah, that one as well.
Torture stuff.
It starts with a P. We just don't want to continue the word.
Yeah.
But but it's that one as well.
Huh?
Because that's torture.
I don't know what the P is. Torture porn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing that's going on with that one. But
Yeah, with the new Laura Croft stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's what,
right.
so that's what I
Okay.
mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm at. But
So
I would say easy Laura Croft because of the
Okay.
experience, mainly that.
I mean, we got Leticia again in chat. She says Laura Croft as well, so I'm pretty sure it's like
Easy
what
clap.
3-4 to, it's 4-1. I'm pretty sure it is.
5 to
Only reason I'm choosing Nathan is to fuck with Randall. It's the only reason I want to do Nathan.
Doing shit.
Yeah. So this is a
I should do
rundown.
Big Laura as well.
This is a rundown of what we got so far. So, like when we talked about Master Chief versus Commander Shepard, Master Chief won that discussion. Big Daddy versus Bowser, Big Daddy won that discussion. Kain versus Dracula today. Right now it's a tie. We'll go back to that later. Dante versus Vincent. We said Dante would win that conversation. Oh shit, Leticia is gonna be the tiebreaker. Okay,
For what?
Smoke.
so she's saying Dracula from Castlevania. Okay.
We lost that.
So that's it for that. Okay. We're just gonna leave it at that.
This is stressful.
So Dracula won that one. We had the Laura Croft versus Nathan Drake. Laura won that one. And we had Kirby versus Mega Man. And we said, I don't remember why, but Kirby won that one.
Fuck that.
We know this. He was in the trailer.
Kirby won. What do you mean? Kirby destroyed
I mean,
that.
if Kazuya could not kill Kirby, then Kirby is going to win that.
I'm telling you, bro. You can't get
Yeah, whatever.
Indestructible Kirby.
I'm pretty sure Kirby was a tiebreaker too. I'm pretty sure there was someone in the chat that
Yeah,
broke that
no,
one
fucking
also.
Leticia said
Was
fucking
she
Kirby.
also?
Like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she broke that one too. So there you go. So it's like
Kirby.
join the chat and join these discussions so you can help us out with like these tiebreakers, these arguments, whatever it may be. Like this is part of the fun. So you just try to join in. We're
I
gonna
have the fun one, just like for Shiggles, real quick.
we got a couple minutes.
Hellgas versus Stormtroopers
Who? Oh, Hellgast from
from
Killzone.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
The space Nazis.
Space Nazis versus
Stormtroopers always miss.
Stormtroopers.
What kind of argument is that? Stormtroopers
But they have their
don't hit
elite ones too. Fucking.
No,
Well, they
Stormtroopers
also
don't
have
hit
the-
shit.
Phasma.
Well, and it depends.
All right, okay.
If you're going with
So,
the-
how about this? A more even playing field. Hellgas versus Clone Troopers. Because the Clone Troopers were badass.
No,
Yeah.
the Clone Troopers.
The Clone Troopers were.
The clone troopers were
definitely badass.
clones of Jango Fett, so they were badass bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
I don't
a
know much
tough
about the
one.
Nazi people, so
You know what? You know what would have been a more funny one?
Yeah.
Not this one, but sorry. This is a throwaway one. The small minions from Halo and Stormtroopers, because they both kind of suck at aim.
Jesus Christ. That could work too.
They're all cannon fodder. Like that's all they
I
are. They're
think-
trash
Spawns.
mobs. Yeah.
but in that case, I do think the Halo guys win because their bullets explode, so they'll accidentally kill some fucking stormtroopers when they mess
Or
it
they
down.
kamikaze too, like the ones that pull out
Yeah.
the two plasma grenades.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Well, that's how you get the tie, because they all decide to kamikaze and everybody fucking blows up.
All right, so we're gonna leave it at that.
Wait, I have a question on your thing, your bracket. How many people do you have on one side?
I mean,
mean,
I
who's
mentioned
the
before who won so far is Master Chief, Big Daddy, Dracula, Snake.
But is that all? That's all on one side, and you're gonna do another side, or? And
Well,
then
there's no other side. Like what I'm doing is I'm writing all the winners, and then we're gonna like whenever we're done with all of them from this one page, then I'm gonna go over all the winners, and we're gonna pit those winners together.
We're doing a top 64 at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
So
that's
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying. So how are you gonna pit the winners together? If you
just
gotta- if
exactly
you-
the
if
order
you
that we
gotta-
discussed.
Ooh.
Just in the order that we
So-
discussed. That's all it is. I mean,
So, okay,
sure.
So what was the first two?
The first two is Master Chief. Well, because if we do that, we're gonna discuss it. Let's not discuss it though. Like, but
I'm saying, but what was it?
we're not gonna discuss it. But it's Master Chief versus Big
it was
Daddy.
Nunya.
Yeah,
Master
like-
Chief versus who?
Big Daddy.
Okay.
So
I'm
we're
just
gonna
curious.
we're
No,
gonna
it does.
discuss that, and then afterwards we'll discuss, like, for example, Dracula versus Dante, and then Snake versus Laura. So now you know what to expect. So if you guys want to think about whatever it is defenses you want to think, then go for it now. But we
Well,
still
okay,
do
but you
have
still
other
gotta go- you still
battles.
gotta do the first
I
one.
still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 5 other battles before we even get to the semifinals. So
Do we have Superman on this list? I mean, Goku on this list?
Superman.
Nah, he can't.
No.
It can't be Goku.
Video game characters only. Goku, I consider
Superman
Goku.
64.
Goku, I
and the
consider more of an
Kakarot
anime
fighters.
character.
I got you.
So
Master
either
Chief.
low poly Superman or butt plug Goku. You take your pick.
Yeah.
Going to fucking
All right.
sleep.
So we're gonna finish the episode now.
Butt plug Goku can take a lot, so I
We're-
got.
We're gonna finish the episode
Excuse me?
now. We're gonna go on